I was waiting for
Nice.
that.
So appreciate it. Yeah. No,
Thank you.
Dope.
Yeah.
Time doesn't exist, there's more to what we see. Let's sit down, talk about it, let's just call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T, P.O.T, yeah. Let's call it P.O.T. Yo, 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 what's up, P.O.T heads? I got another dope-ass episode for y'all, man. Today I'm here with a dope-ass band. They're doing their thing. They'll be doing, I think they got a new project coming out soon. But before I keep going, I'm just gonna let them introduce themselves.
Yeah, my name is Jax. I'm the guitarist for Reprisal.
My name is Amante. I'm the lead singer for Reprisal.
Beckett, bassist.
So, how long have you guys been together as a band?
Well, there's me and you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can tell the story if you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, so I had been looking for a band, right, for a minute. And it was hard for me to find people that kind of met my sort of like ideals in a sense, you know what I mean? So I was putting out postings everywhere. And I put one up on Reddit actually, and he responded to it. So he's not from Chicago. So he was like, he responded to my post. I'm like, yo, I want to start a band, gonna be one of the biggest in the world, no matter what. And I was like, he replied to it. He was like, yo, I'm moving to Chicago in December. I was like, you know what? I'm excited. So me and him went up, went out to eat, got some dinner. Things just came together. And then, I mean, from then on, we just kept grinding on the music, our ideals and stuff, because there's music, right? Then there's the ideals behind it.
Exactly.
So we were just building off of that. And that was the best similarity between me and you is like, because that's what we talked about a lot during the dinner that we had was just like ideology, right? And philosophy on different things in life. And we were like, that translates to music so well. So we were just like, that similarity between us. But I mean,
I mean, we have the same ideals and we agree on a lot of things. So even when we first met and before that, we just clicked instantly. And then from there on, the music, even now, the music that we make, it's very spiritually aligned. Like we don't have any disagreements with each other at all. We just all make music.
And that's what helps the art, right? Mm-hmm. When everyone is congruent into the same energy or the same message, and you're all like, yeah, we all agree on this.
Literally, yeah. I mean, but then this guy right here, he came along.
Yeah, we adopted him.
We adopted this guy right here.
I was just a street urchin. No, I joined in like end of 2025, like December, and they already had a thing going. And shout out Mike Yumlu.
Yeah, Michael Yumlu. He brought us him. Right.
Yeah. I didn't know these guys until Mike, my friend, put me onto them because you guys needed a bassist and a drummer. And then I originally came as a backup guitarist. I remember.
That's right. Yeah. He was when we first met. So Michael Yumlu was a guy that we an old like friend from grade school, my older brother. Then I became friends with him, and he came over because we adopted his fiance's dog.
Oh wow!
So he was coming over to like talk with us. He asked me how I was doing. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get a band going right now. I already got an amazing vocalist, of course. And then he was like, yo, I have my best friend is like a musician, and that's where he came in right there. So we met up at practice. And I mean, it's like the energy from him was huge. It's like a person can be an amazing musician, right?
Yeah.
But energy is a huge thing because you can be amazing, but if you're up on, that's the thing. If you're up on stage, right, and you can play amazing, but if you don't have this showmanship to you, then like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You got to have this energy. And when we, you know what I mean? Like when we saw Beckett, like he had all this energy to him, and it was perfect. It was just like, it was ideal.
I mean, even now he's our bassist. Going from that to what we are now, he's very talented. We have a very talented group of people.
And he will not credit himself. No, I'm telling you I mean, I want to keep going at it, but we had a huge switch, right? Yeah. From swapping drummer and bassist, and we'll get into that later with our drummer Dylan. But he originally came into the band on drums, and then we had to switch. And he's like, I think, would you say that strings like fits you better?
Definitely,
Yeah.
I don't
His
have
hands are
the
big.
hand-foot
Yeah.
coordination too good.
Yeah. So I mean, he came in and the improvising, right? It was. I genuinely have not seen something like it before. I really haven't. I mean, it started out how it started out, but he just grew nonstop. And now when we can come up with a new song, right? He just comes in and he's already right into it.
But that's what it is, right? That
Yeah.
is that exchange of energy that we have with each other.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when you're around good energy and your energy is the same wavelength, you sort of just start connecting with people like that.
No, for real though.
And the more you gather people that have those type of energies, the better whatever product or whatever you're is coming out of it.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, his addition to like the band and everything. I mean,
it's everything.
It was huge game changer. Like easily, it was just like, I mean, I think that at least the way that I see it is that the way that everyone came into the band was definitely the way that it's supposed to happen for all of this, like universally and spiritually. Like now that we have our set right with the band, guitarist, vocalist, bassist, and Dylan, our drummer, the music just keeps flowing.
Yeah.
And so we are so glad that we made that change because he just it just keeps going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that's the best thing, just the connection. And if you're in like a band, right, and you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to put out the best music you can.
Yeah.
So
true, right? Because in that sense, it's almost like there's a flow of like water, right? And it's, at some point it stops, but when you bring the right people together, you sort of like start breaking that down,
100%.
and that just flows again, and you guys are able to create more and more and more, and that's amazing to me when people are like they're able to bring themselves together and create something powerful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because part of being human is that, right?
100%, yeah.
It's being able to see your little thing that you add to whatever it is, and the ending of it is what that experience that we all experiencing. Like, oh shit, when a band is on stage, and like you said, the performer is actually feeling it, or showmanship, and they're going off, and the music is so fucking dope, and there's this buildup of energy in the room, and it's all because one person's like, you know what, I want to make a band.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. It's just like, it's all about the energy and the vibes to it. You know what I mean? Like, because you can go out, right, and you can see a band, and you can immediately tell, like, do these people really like get along? Are they on the same wavelength, like you said? Like, are they really feeling all of that? And I've seen that, like Shubo's, for example. I've gone there a couple times, and all the bands that play there are just all just on track. You know what I mean? And that's what I felt with us for sure. Is just like, you know, I didn't dictate that I'd be the songwriter. You know what I mean? I'll usually write something, and I'll bring it to the table, and then we'll all make adjustments to it.
Yeah, like that's just how we do it. Like we don't do anything that makes us feel like it's contrived. We all just make music, and whatever comes out. We don't
literally.
Yeah, we don't force it. The less resistance you have to the art, I think the better the art flows. Yeah, in my opinion.
I agree.
Because you could sit down and be like, today I want to write a fucking dope ass song, but you might not be able to. Yeah. In my opinion, and yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's also we make music for ourselves, and it's easier that way.
100%. That's a good way.
We make music
no one
else.
Right, and that makes it more real because I also do that as well, and I'm like, I don't really care if people like this. I like this. This is the type of music that I want to make.
You want to put your heart out there.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
And I think that's what makes some music really good, because it has its own like je ne sais quoi to it. You know, it's just weird, but like you said, you could tell when they're working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole energy to it. And I mean, it's like a band can ride off of a certain amount of success, right? You know what I mean? But if things aren't flowing like the way like we have it, like I mean, it's not gonna last.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel so special about Reprisal, our band, is because the coordination. You know what I mean? Like there's being a musician, right? And there's all these different aspects to it, but when you're with these people, right? Like I love these guys, I love Dylan so much, and having that connection, it adds a whole different aspect to it. Because if you don't have that, then what do you have? It's like in like such a short life, you know, all that there really is like love, you know what I mean? And connection and trust, and that's what we feel all together. That's the most important thing, and that translates because music is the most spiritual thing out there.
Yeah, it's like, well, music and art itself is I think the highest form of human connection.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And that's why I think that's the only way for us to fight against like corporations and AI and all this bullshit. AI sounds dope sometimes and like whatever, but it doesn't have that spirit to it. There's that human aspect to it that you're like, oh shit, whoever wrote that shit.
That's true. Yeah, honestly.
Have you guys heard the new AI song by Phoenix Flexin where it's like stacking cards and swiping chips? It's like, so like,
bro, it's so just like it's not like there's all this different stuff to it, right? But I'm not against like AI per se, you know what I mean? But it's just like music, right? And then you can apply this to any other aspect of life, like. When you're taking away that genuine human connection to it, what even is it?
Yeah.
It's nothing. Like it's it's cool. Like I'll use ChatGPT sometimes, you know what I mean? But I'm not like, yo, I have an idea for a song, make this better. I'm never gonna be like that.
Song for me.
So yeah, literally, like that's the whole thing about it. It's just like I don't know. I mean, there's so many different ways that life could go on Earth, you know what I mean? But being human is like, it's music, man. Like your heart is a beat.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, part of being human is making mistakes, right? And I think that some of the best songs are from people making mistakes. Johnny Cash, all these people, like, you know, everyone.
You're a Johnny Cash fan.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, as a writer, you know, there's just so many people out there like that out of whatever they went through, you write some dope ass shit.
That's true. Yeah.
Like take Led Zeppelin for example. When you listen to the records, you hear the crackles and pops from the tape, right? You can't take that away from them. I think that's what makes them so great. And if you look at the trajectory of great artists, they make mistakes, right? And as an artist, when you're making music, you may get so fixated on those mistakes, but from an outsider's or a listener's perspective, they don't hear the same mistakes that you thought you made. And even if they do, they're like, oh, okay, this song is distinct, it's unique, it's not perfect, right? It's not, the drums aren't perfect, they're not hitting right on the money.
Right.
That's what makes music.
I 100% agree with that, because music or being human or when someone's playing, you're not going to be a robot.
No.
You're going to be feeling something, and you're going to do things within that beat that only you could feel at that moment in time.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to duplicate that the next show. But it'll be similar. But because each show, each day, each, you know, thing has its own feel, you know, because, you know, you live day by day, you go through shit day by day. Sometimes you're not going to feel good. Sometimes you're going to, but regardless, it's that music, what you're feeling in that moment. And I think that's what transpires, you know.
I agree. I mean, we've had certain like things in our songs like where I've hit certain like pinch harmonics, like the squeals and like the like stuff like that, where I would do it on accident, and we're like, wait, that sounds so sick. It was literally a mistake, and then we're like, yo, let's like add this in. So it's just like,
that's why,
like things can't, like, other than a human being, that can't be replicated at all. It literally can't. So it's just like throughout all of our music, I mean, adding those things, even the mistakes, like it's just like even with Beckett on bass, like if like I'm not perfect at all, like I'll hit like notes wrong, you know what I mean? Like, wait a second, that sounds
Great.
that sounds cool. So like let's add this in, you know what I mean? And that can't be like, I mean, other than a human sense, that can't be like, I don't think AI can really necessarily like replicate
Yeah,
that.
because it's a program. It lives in, it has limits. Its limits are actual timing.
Right.
It lives in a box of timing, and oh, I need to stay in the whatever, right?
Yeah.
But humans, we're in there, but you're also feeling, you're moving, you're doing something. You got some sweat. You went like this. All that is like in the moment. The experience of being human is that we're allowed to live in this moment.
Yeah.
We don't have these already set boundaries. You know, computers do. Computers only live in that same boundary of
Right.
time.
That is true.
You know, because I don't believe in time. I don't believe time is a thing. You can't rewind it. You can't go forward. We just here in the same always moment.
Like
of
an all
the now.
simultaneous kind of thing, you mean? in
Yeah,
a
it's
sense?
like a always now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
time.
would agree with that, honestly. I was literally just talking with my dad about that like 2 weeks ago. It's crazy that you mentioned that. Like, time is very interesting. And it's like, there's no really correct way to look at it.
No,
It's
that's why it's relative, right? Because if
exactly, that's the word. Yeah.
according to someone, this moment is going really fast,
Right.
and then to someone maybe listening out there is going too slow. But it's only their relativity to whatever their perspective is, you know. But time, it's still always the same thing. If that remote no one ever touches it, it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
That is true.
Time waits for no man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time is just what we perceive as time is actually just movement. You know, the only reason why there is time is because the sun is going around the earth.
That's right. Yeah. That's it.
So that's what they're like, okay, cool. Let me measure it. 24 hours, cool, time.
It's definitely a perspective thing. I mean, like everybody has like the same 24 hours per se, right? The earth only spins at a certain speed, but the way that you're looking at it is how it affects you. You know what I mean? Like if you're waking up, like people are gonna feel like shit sometimes. They are going to, and that's just life. But I mean, if you wake up and you're like, you know what, there are things to be happy about. That simply in itself completely changes the aspect of time, like completely. Like, I mean, I wake up most days and I'm just like, you know what, I don't feel very great, but you know what, there are things to be happy. I have a band with guys that I love, and we're grounding on like great success, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's just like that kind of changes the whole aspect of it. I mean, I think definitely, especially like when you're like young too, like time does go by fast, but it's the amount of opportunities you have throughout even life in general, you know what I mean? Like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Like who cares? Like who cares what your age is? It doesn't matter.
Exactly, because what else are you gonna do?
Literally, yeah. Like just sit there and dwell on it. Like there's no point at all. Literally,
that's why I like meeting artists, because artists are usually getting something done.
Yeah.
And that energy of you doing, you could feed off of it. You can feed off of someone's enthusiasm of like, oh man, we're about to drop this new project, or we're about to go do this show. I got this new song, whatever. That energy, you're like, oh yeah, come on, give it to me.
Yeah.
Because then you could build off of it, and like maybe you could give it back to them when you have something coming up. And you know, that's just fucking dope. And that's why I like when you talk to like a negative person, don't you feel weird?
Yeah, we've talked about that before. Like people who just wake up and choose to be negative. Like, what's the point? There's no point to it.
Some people are just doomers. Like they if they're miserable, they want you to be miserable. And it's about who you surround yourself.
It's also contagious. Like if you're around a happy person, like you most likely will feel more upbeat. Whereas if you're around negative people in general, like in the city, like, and they're just, everyone's like, oh, I have to go to work. And like, you look around and you just see like frowning faces. You'll feel like they'll bring you down.
So you come across that a lot, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, that's like, no, dude. I mean, it's just like I said, I don't know, I'm repeating myself, but like some days you're gonna wake up and you're not gonna feel good. It's just it's part of being human, but under the surface, right? Like my father, for example, all the adjustments in life that's happening. Like I have a baby sister who just turned 18. Older brother is 22. I'm 20. Like there's lots of changes happening, and he felt, he didn't really know how to feel about it. You know what I mean? Like it felt sad because we're like kids goofing around, all of us having fun with their dad. You know what I mean? And like in a sense, right, as like little kids, that those times are over, but he still does not choose at all to wake up and feel negative about it. He's like, you know what? These are adjustments. This is just life.
Yeah.
It's being human, and things change. But just because things change, you don't have to look at it in a negative way at all. You know what I mean? It's just, it's part of life, and all of life is beautiful. Even in the mistakes that we make, the quote unquote bad things that we do, it's all just, it's life. No one's perfect.
I think that the biggest lesson is to just be able to acknowledge whatever it is.
I would agree.
If it's a problem, whatever it is, even if you made that mistake, if you take it upon yourself to acknowledge it and be like, yeah, I did it, now you're able to grow. Now you're able to move on. Yeah, now you're able to move. And when you accept those things, it makes it better for everyone else. Because if you're living in the denial, where like, nah, I'm always right.
It's rough, man. I don't like those people.
That's what I'm saying. It feels weird when you're around those type of people, because you're like, no, man, there's so much possibility to all of this. There's so much that you could do every day, and you bringing yourself down, and now your energy is sort of like seeping into my energy, and like, that's weird.
Yeah, self-reflection is very important.
Yeah.
Accountability is like a huge thing. I mean, immaturity as well. You know what I mean? Like everyone's gonna make mistakes, but what matters is that you it's gonna happen. But you need to recognize it. It's like people can hear things, right? But introspection, right? You can listen to anything you want. You know what I mean? But if it's internalizing it. You know what I mean?
Yourself.
Yeah, literally. If you're not internalizing things, then you might be hearing it through your ears, but you're not really taking it in and feeling it. You're not.
Yeah.
So the people who do that, I mean, that's in my opinion, that's the best way to go about things. It's just like, you're human. Things are going to happen, but you hear things, feel it, internalize, feel it in your soul, your heart, and your mind, and grow from that.
Right. And like, to his point, when you go downtown or in the city and you're seeing all these people frowning and everything, it's because the system is separating us from what we really are.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We're meant to be out in nature. We're meant to be out in the forest doing some stuff,
just like you do.
Yeah,
nature,
that's why I constantly try to be, doing that, because
that's a real connection.
Yeah, when you go there and the animals, you feel the animals, you hear the birds, and you turn your phone off for a little bit. I turn it on here and then just to like do something,
right,
and then I just
we want to spread the message of it,
right?
Sometimes I'll go camping and I'll go like in a tent, and then I'll see like all the animals going to work with frowns on their faces.
Yeah, the squirrels are like,
they're just like, God damn it, dude. I gotta go 8 o'clock.
I gotta go climb this tree.
Like, I can't escape it, dude. They're like everywhere.
Honey, I'm gonna go get these worms.
Yeah.
I gotta wake up another day. That's so funny, dude. Oh my God.
But it is crazy, right? That the separation of being human and being in artificial states causes most of us to become robots.
The phones.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah.
I was speaking about this with someone not too long ago about the effects of social media and how it gives people a sense that they're missing out on something, but they're actually not. And a lot of people, they fabricate their experiences too.
Oh,
right.
So
that's so real, though. Oh my gosh, because
like,
it's
just like a highlight of someone's life. Like someone, they could act like there's something that they're actually not in real life. And also just because you have like motion online doesn't mean you will in real life. So I think as people, we have to try very hard to separate the two and realize that social media isn't real life.
Right, it's not, because you feel that there's a lot of people like, oh shit, you're interacting with a lot of people, but you're really not. You'll post something, even if it does get a bunch of likes, what that happened like incrementally, and they saw it on their own time. It wasn't like you were there and they were with you. You know, it's not like this type of interaction where we're really seeing each other and really feeling each other out, to when you're on the phone. Even sometimes you could even read something wrong, and somebody didn't mean that, but through a text you lose that whole connection of how they were wanting, how they were speaking.
Tone.
Yeah, the tone.
Yeah, no, I feel, dude, because the thing that I've like, that's so crazy that you bring that up, like the perspective of it, because like a hypothetical situation, right? Let's say you dated someone, right? They're your ex. Maybe you see something on social media, right? See something that they posted, and you like get upset about, but then you realize like everybody is living their own lives. The only difference is that they're posting something,
right?
Like some people are like they want to post stuff, and that's cool. That's cool.
And to his point, most people are, are only posting their best attributes.
That's really
And there's like a little facade sometimes, right? But there's a lot of people that sort of are teetering on those things. No,
I get you. Yeah,
that's why I always post like, even though I do this, I'm also this. I don't want to fake the funk on people.
That's really true. Yeah. We definitely developed a good perspective of it for sure. Like I see it. I mean, it's just like, dude, like it's. I feel like it's natural, right, to go through social media, and some things are going to upset you. But then you like, I don't repeat myself, but like everybody has their own lives.
Right.
Like we're all human beings living our own separate lives, and there's nothing to be like sad about in that aspect. Like, I mean, if I see something of someone maybe I used to know, and I'm like, damn, they're doing a lot right now, but I'm like, wait, I'm doing a lot right now, or Amante is doing, Beckett's doing a lot right now. Like we're all living our own lives, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just like, and that's a great thing.
And sometimes it's hard to even recognize that you're doing something.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure.
Because you're moving so fast in your mind or whatever you're trying to get done, and you're little by little getting there. You may be taking little baby steps, and you don't see it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, man, fuck, I'm not where I want to be. But if you look back, you already climbed a bunch of that mountain.
Yeah, 1,000%.
That's the challenging thing about social media too, is that we compare ourselves to other people, and they could be living in a facade that's actually not real, but we're saying, oh, this person's doing this, I could be doing better, when you're already doing good in life. Right. But since you have all these people out here saying, oh, I'm doing this, you could be doing this too, I don't blame it on social media users though, right?
Yeah.
It's the corporations and manufacturers and companies that do this. Because, I mean, we grew up in a time where we were using social media to connect with people.
Yeah.
Now it's been commodified.
Right, now it's more like get more interaction.
Yeah, or likes, or, oh, how many views did you get on your reels?
Yeah.
Right? It completely changed.
Snap score.
Yeah, snap score.
And then who knows, maybe the squirrels are on social media.
Probably.
Going to work and shit.
That's so funny, dude. Oh my God. No, but yeah, I mean, it's just like, I've like seen, like we've all seen that over the years, man. Like literally everyone who's around right now. And it's just like, dude, you realize like social media is amazing, right? Because you can connect. Like we wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for social media. You know what I mean? And using it for the proper like purposes is the best thing ever. But you can't let those negative aspects of that, even just anything in general, hit you.
You should just use it as a tool. Just don't buy into it.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Because if you buy into it, then you start comparing yourself.
That's right. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I should have these many followers, or I should, be getting these shows, or whatever. I don't know, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And it's just, just use it as a tool for you to like meet people. Like, like you said, we met through that.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
So, in that aspect, yes, it's dope. But these corporations do want us to be numbed.
Yeah.
They wanted you to just be like this on the bus,
Yeah.
or the train.
That's the only source of dopamine right there.
Right. If
That's
you
it,
remove
yeah.
the phone, it's just the person looking at the palm of their hand.
That's it. Yeah.
I think pretty soon, the way technology is running, they're gonna have like, instead of like a phone, it's gonna have like a watch that has a projector, maybe,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna
Maybe
lie.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
or like on a wall or something like that.
I mean, what do you think? What do you guys think? Like the future's gonna look like? And
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's something
you
to
go
really
first,
think
actually.
about. Me.
Yeah, you go first. Yeah.
That's really hard to answer.
Let's say like 100 years from now.
let's just say 10.
10 years.
Mhm.
That's what reasonable.
2036. I mean, things are just gonna keep on getting smaller, for sure. Just chips, and I forget. I heard about like a brain chip that Elon
That's
was
what I was
working
just gonna
Oh,
say. That.
go-
Yeah.
You probably know more.
Yeah, I heard about that
Neuralink,
too.
right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's actually gonna be like a thing? That's insane.
Voluntarily.
Right there, we're getting into the Matrix now.
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
That's wild though. No, I think that Beckett's like point on that. Like, yeah, I think some sort of projection stuff. I don't know 10 years, but like, because like I feel like when you're like you're like a kid, maybe like 2010, right? The year 2020 sounds insane. You're like, there's no way that's real, right?
Right.
And then it happens. I feel like I don't really know how to put it. Like maybe things happen a little bit slower than you would think, but then you look back on it with a certain perspective, like, wow, that really just
Yeah, technology's taking off right now.
Yeah.
And it's getting better and better. And with those chips, my problem is what's going to happen to consciousness?
yeah. That's
Just getting into cyberpunk territory now.
Cyberpunk. That is true. Yeah.
Because the separation of consciousness through chips, what are they going to make you see? Is it you seeing through that chip, or is it your brain seeing through it?
This is a good Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
It starts hearing shit, and then we all go home, and we all realize we have the chip already.
Oh, bad. Oh my god. No, I actually saw this is so funny. Like I was reading like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. And one of Greg Heffley's like invention ideas was like, dude, what if I had like a chip in my brain where I could like send messages to other people to like rally and stuff? And I was like, wait a second. It might actually be out of something there.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not that far off.
It's not. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're testing that out right now.
I mean, there's already people that play video games just they're quadriplegic, and they have that in
right.
there.
Do they really?
And they're playing video games, yeah, and they're probably better than most people
What?
because he said that wherever he looks, that's where the target goes, is to shoot. So he'll just
No way.
That's insane.
I did not know
Dude,
that.
Black
Yeah.
Ops 2 in the mind.
Wow,
That's
that would be
crazy.
but we're already pretty much there.
We are, yeah. I mean,
Would you guys get it?
No.
Get the
I
brain chip.
would I'd be concerned about getting compromised or something, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it could be. What do you think?
Depends on what it would do for me. If like it
How
would
much is it?
it would transport me places so that I don't like I could still be here and chill, but then like in person. If it could make me feel like I'm in my house at home when I'm out places, then I would get it.
Okay.
I'd be
That's
like, oh,
decent,
I want to
yeah.
be instead of being like I want to go home right now, I'd just be like, boop.
In Spain.
I mean, it
I don't
probably
know.
is gonna be like that, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, like think about VR. I used to have like a headset, and it was like it hit for the first few times. Right then, I was kind of like whatever about it because I was playing. I started getting headaches from it and stuff, but I was like, I feel like that's only like a step above it. You know what I mean?
Right,
We're not that
yeah,
far
yeah.
off from it. So I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We'll
Yeah.
deal with it as it comes.
But then what would reality be, right? Like,
nothing, bro. It'd be freaking nothing.
It's gonna turn into Skynet.
Yeah, literally. No.
Yeah, that's what we're fighting against now. Is I mean, there's a group of people that I know and that I've been around that are actually rejecting phones. Like they're going back to flip phones.
right.
So phones are pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It
You just like
is.
slam it
Yeah.
after you're on the phone with
I'm
someone.
like, fuck this.
It's,
Fuck you, squirrel. I'm not gonna go to work today.
I
That
love
easy,
this.
yeah.
I love these ones.
Back in the day.
Yeah, the 80s felt like, man, fuck you and everyone.
It's pretty sick,
But the
though.
older phones had the little knob, so it wouldn't be as cool. It'd be like, "Hey Mac, like you see, I think we're done here," and then it'd be like,
Turn up right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I'll find that
Addicty
one.
ones. With this project that you guys are doing, how many songs are you planning on?
I think in our set, because we keep adding songs to it because we have a show, right? And we kind of have, like, in retrospect, like an infinite amount of time, technically. So we're just kind of we have about 5 songs that are fully complete. And then we're like, you know what, let's just keep adding. And by the time we have a show at August 31st at Shuba's,
Oh, nice.
and we play it. It was 9:30, right?
Yeah, we're headlining.
We're headlining actually
Nice.
somehow. I don't know
Dope.
what happened, but
Yeah.
but yeah, August 31st Shuba's we're headlining, and we have 5 songs down for sure. And we're just like kind of like, you know, we keep, you know, there's always stuff you can add, you know, perfecting those songs. But then we'll see. We're just kind of going about time, like what other songs can we work on by then? What do we have by then? Because the pace that we've been at, talk about the freaking last couple months, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, from December to now, we're having fun. We don't have
keep grinding, man.
we don't
It's crazy.
keep track of the numbers. We have 1,000 songs.
Yeah,
we just,
technically, yeah.
yeah, we just we don't think about the numbers or do we have 10 songs done? If it's done, it's done. We finish in our own time. Like
Nice.
we don't try to limit ourselves, or we just do what we do, and if it's good, it's good. If it's not, we go back to the drawing board and do something else.
But I mean, that's what matters, right? It's just like the fun of it. It's just like, let's just fucking create something. There's something there. One of those is gonna be the one that we're gonna be like, yeah.
I look at it as we're friends making music.
Yeah,
we're
honestly,
having fun. Yeah.
Hey, it's all been amazing because I can think about, you know, like I guess we go through that too actually when we started like getting into music, the 3 of us and Dylan as well. I mean, I started out on drums actually when I was 14. And then I was like, my dad had this American Fender Stratocaster that I use as it's like my favorite guitar in the world. It's so dynamic. And started getting into guitar. And I just remember over the years of like, I mean, you know the movie The Dirt about Motley Crue on Netflix? It's like, you may have heard about it somewhat. There's a song called Kickstart My Heart, where it's like, it's super intense, such a good, like one of the best rock songs of all time. It like embodies rock, and in the end credits they play that song. So I was like 13, 14, like summer of 2019. I'm like literally a little kid, and I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is what a rock star. I mean, minus certain aspects, like dying obviously, but I was like watching it in the end credits play, and I hear this song, and it like flipped a switch in my brain. I'm like, this is my purpose. This is what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna settle for anything less. I don't care the amount of work it takes, because this takes work. It does, and it's exhausting, but it's a good kind of exhausting, because we, you know, not every practice is like perfect and amazing, right? But we get through it and we feel accomplished. And man, like I go through it and I'm just like, dude, I remember like a couple of years ago, just me wishing and hoping and trying to manifest like these times of having a band and getting to do what we do. And what you put out into the world really comes back to you. And I can say that firsthand. Amante, Beckett, Dylan, we can all say that firsthand. We wanted a band, and it all happened. And now we got each other, and we're like brothers, and we just get along so well, and things just come together. But like, dude, I mean, I was like 18, met up with certain people. I couldn't find the right people, because we're in Chicago, right? It's a music city. Yeah. But I couldn't find the ones that really fit like what I wanted. I couldn't find it, and I started to get a little bit discouraged, but I never let it stop me. And then here he comes, Amante, replying to my Reddit post, and I'm just like, dude, it's happening. And then I think it's so important, like in any aspect of life, any work that you do, to just look at it like, yo, you started off with nothing. Like, you might feel like, yeah, you're working really hard, right? But look back at what you've become. Like you said, like you've already taken like 10 steps up, you know what I mean? Like look back at what you've accomplished, and it's crazy. But I mean, yeah, it all happened very quickly. Yeah, very quickly. But yeah, let's take that.
I think you answered everything.
It is crazy that like a certain little moment in time.
Yeah.
led to all this?
It's crazy.
Right? Is that you watching that movie till all the way to the end of the credits? Led to us meeting today.
Yeah, it's insane.
In a way, if you think about it.
Yeah, the way that things happen. I mean, when I say that it flipped a switch in me, I mean that to the craziest extent. I was just like,
But you say it kickstarted your heart.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, kickstart my heart. It did kickstart my heart a little bit. But I was just like, because when I learned about bands, right, I love to dive into the history of them, and obviously there's Motley Crue was the first really like. I've always like had very emotional reactions to music. Like when I was a kid, like, you know, that like nostalgic 2010s pop music, you know, like Rihanna or stuff like that, like, you know, Safe and Sound, like Capital Cities. Whenever this all come out, I would like cry or I'd feel something. I was like, music is there. And then that movie played, and, you know, there's obviously the crazy aspects of Motley Crue, like the bassist Nicky Sixx died twice and then came back to life somehow. So minus that, of course, there's just like, yeah, bro, it kickstarted my heart, literally. But it's things happen very quickly. You go from one thing to another, and I mean, even Amante with your music too. I mean, tell about like your music history, like when you started rapping and stuff and all that.
Oh, yeah, rap too.
Yeah. So
he's good. He can freestyle. He's so good.
Thank you, Jackson. Start off.
We're gonna do that at the end of the show.
There we go.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay,
He's a good rapper too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to you.
To start off, I mean, we all have different influences too. I think that's the great thing about our band is that, like, Beckett listens to certain type of music. I do. Jax and Dylan does as well. And we all bring that together.
Different styles.
Yeah.
Very different too. But it's within a similar, like Dylan. You know what I will say about Dylan, our drummer? I wish he could have been here today, but he might be, I'm not gonna lie, the most well-rounded musician in the band.
Yeah.
He is amazing at drums, amazing on bass guitar, amazing on guitar. Like, he was showing me something the other day during practice. Oh yeah, amazing singer too. And I was just like, dude, you might be better than me. I was just like, hey, I don't think I'm amazing. I think I'm like
You're pretty
persistent. Oh, thank you. I think I'm like persistent, like I'm consistent with it. You know what I mean? Like I match things, but dude, I saw him play. But Dylan is into probably the heaviest. Like, we all like all kinds of music, but there's like a primary, you know. Dylan's definitely into the heaviest stuff, like getting into like metalcore,
hardcore,
black metal. So he showed me some songs the other day, but and then where do you come from? You come like more punk. That's your thing, right?
I like a lot of punk rock, like reggae. But I mean, I dabble with a lot. Like, I don't like it when people say, like, hey man, what are you into? I love everything.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, but like, everything?
What's your thing? Yeah.
Like, I know you're not into a bunch of polka music.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, like reggae, punk rock.
Yeah, but what did you tell me? He started like rapping on like the bus to school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This guy's got a cool history, man.
We've always made music growing up. My father, my grandfather, they're into music, so I grew up listening to Pink Floyd. Like
that tattoo right there.
Yeah. Steve Miller Band, and also rap as well. So UGK, like Scarface and the Ghetto Boys, everything from like G-Funk to before. And when I was a kid, I liked to write. And eventually me and my brother, we just used to rap and stuff. And we used to rap on the bus, going to school.
That's so sick, dude.
That turned into a love for music. And then when I got into 6th or 7th grade, I started listening to dubstep and EDM. And there's just it would take hours for me to tell this, but long story short, I love industrial music, like 9 Inch Nails, Ministry, Skinny Puppy. That's kind of like my background.
Yeah, the second time we hung out, you were showing me the stuff on his laptop, all this industrial sounds. Like, what was it, like a car starting? And it was like,
yeah,
it was like rough, you know what I mean? It was like, dude, this is stuff to add into the music when we with the producer and stuff like that. It was just like,
yeah, I've been making music my whole life. I'm a producer, engineer. I was doing that from a teenager, and that's
I definitely, for me, I like coming from, I feel like from 13 to 4, when I was in like 8th grade, basically, you know, like hair metal from the 80s, like Motley Crue, Poison, stuff like that. I was really into that, and I love their vibe. And Guns N' Roses is a huge favorite. They always will be. They're like hard rock and different. Huge inspiration. Slash is like the first rock star I ever discovered. I was like a little kid. I used to live in Old Irving Park, Chicago, and I was like walking around my house, and I was like, I heard of rock stars. I was like, who are they? What are they? So I go to I had to have been like 5 years old. I went up to my dad. I was like, what's like a rock star from right now? He shows me Rolling Stone magazine of this dude with a top hat, long curly black hair. I'm like, I want to be this guy. But I mean, for me, I'd say biggest inspiration. I love Deftones, biggest thing easily. But it also comes from that hair metal and also 90s like alt rock and alt metal. Alice in Chains. Oh my gosh, Alice in Chains. Yeah. Alice in Chains is a big thing. And also 9 Inch Nails too, I get with them a lot. So I think the like melting pot, right, of all these different kinds of music that are all basically subgenres of the same. Everything comes from the blues. All of it does, you know, literally all kinds of music. So, you know, no matter where you are on that spectrum, or I should say like line of any of it, like it can all come together as long as you're an open-minded, you know, creative person, and that's what all of us are. So I mean,
right, because it's all like variations.
Literally,
That has happened, you know, from before classical. You go all the way back to African drums, you know. It just noises. It's crazy. It's just so fucking crazy that we're just playing with frequencies and noises.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a big LCD sound system fan. And he actually has a song called Get Innocuous, and the bass line is from a song that Kraftwerk made. And the whole gist about that is I think we all recycle sounds, right? No matter what time it is. We use the same chords, same notes, everything. And I think it's really important for us to pay homage and really acknowledge those before us and be aware of them.
And it goes back to sort of, we kind of touched upon this a bit, that you were talking about having the same, not morals, but having the same idea to make the music.
Yeah. Creativity and ideas.
Yeah, that is like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing the music? Are you doing it so that you could become famous and get money and this and that? Or are you doing it because you really fucking love music?
Yeah.
That's like the icing on the cake.
That's what it
and
really
you're adding to the music. Music is a little spirit that was given to us when we were little humans and shit, and it grew and it's like evolved into whatever it is now. And you could either add to it or sterilize it by making the same old shit.
Same mainstream sound.
The mainstream shit. And that's what corporations want. They want you to push those narratives and messages. Go kill this, go kill that guy. You know, worry about that, worry about this, you know. And here's like real writers come out and they write real songs about real shit, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, see, that's the crazy thing. You bring that up, like the mainstream stuff is Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm sure you've heard of him, of course. I saw an interview with him, like very recent as well, where he said that, like an interview came up to him. He was like, "Yo, like, what's the things that a person can really do, or a musician can really do to reach success?" And he was like, 19 times out of 20, basically just 99 out of 100. You know what I mean? You have to stay true to yourself and ignore, like this. I'm just quoting him. I'm not that smart, so I'm just reiterating what he said. I mean, he's just like, that's what he said. And, you know, okay, you can go out there and you can do the same things that you know people like right now. You know what I mean? Like, people like certain things as like a general, like the majority of the population, you know what I mean? But that's what he said. 19 times out of 20, that's not going to work. You know, there's the, you know, small group of people where, you know, they've gained major success. And all props to them, of course. But I mean, staying true to yourself is just the number one thing. Yeah? It's just, if you're not, it's like, let's create like a hypothetical example, right? Let's say we, Reprisal, started making music that was super mainstream and we know people are gonna like, and we gained insane success from that. Despite the success, I would not feel good about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're deteriorating your own soul.
Literally.
Because you're like, that's not what you really want to do.
Right.
And it's gonna speak through your body, or some. It seeps out through something. Your soul always speaks somehow.
Yeah.
It's either through stress, through happiness, whatever, and that's the crazy thing too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, so why are you doing? Are you adding to the music? Like, are you gonna just do the same shit everyone else is doing, or are you just gonna go for it and fucking create something new?
That's the thing, bro. I mean, it's like, just like most things in life, it's a huge risk. Like, love is a huge risk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Music is a huge risk, but, you get put on this earth and you know what you want to do. And, I mean, when I met these guys, I was like, this is what we want, you know what I mean? We have, like, our, day jobs, per se, too.
Right,
But it's to fund what we do, you know what I mean? And it's just, like, it's all just, I mean, I can't emphasize enough the fact that you hear this growing up all the time. You only have one life. You really do only have one life. That's it. YOLO. So that's it, dude. It's just like, you really gotta think. And that's why props to you, dude, with like everything that you do. I mean, you definitely internalize that, like with what you do. I mean, coming into all of this, it's just like, this is all that we have. Make something, you gotta make something beautiful out of it.
Right.
Like, I don't want to, live some sort of standard life of just 9 to 5 every single day, and then once you turn 65, you can enjoy yourself.
Right.
That's
Like, no, man.
very depressing. Like, I've seen people in that situation too. You can see it in
The
their
squirrels
faces.
too, dude.
You'll see people go through their daily life, right? They have families then, and great, but with what they're doing, with their occupations, they really don't want to do it. They do it to put food on the table and house their family and themselves,
Right.
which is great, but you only live one life, like Jackson Beckett said. It's like, what are you going to do, and how are you going to want to remember your life when you're in your deathbed? Right? Is you doing this job that you don't like it? Like, do you have any hobbies? I've personally seen people, they would say, oh, life is great, but I just don't feel like I should be here. I feel lost in life. We're older people. And it's just a choice. You have to make a choice in life, like what kind of person you want to be. And
Yeah, well, that's what I think the system wants.
Yeah.
They want us to be in this time idea that time is a thing, and you're gonna waste it. So here, I'm gonna pay you a certain amount on this random paper. It's just gonna have a random number, and that's the value that I'm gonna give you for your time. So the system wants you to be in this realm of no possibility.
Yeah.
You're just stuck in this box, right? But being human, that's not it. This life, they want you to be competing with each other.
Yeah.
They want us competing with each other. They want us to think that, oh, I'm against you. They want us to see race. They want us to, oh, you should separate
man.
You should separate yourself because they're this, or he's that, or the color of this, whatever, right? Or they believe in this, or they believe in that. No, we're not against each other.
No.
We're all here trying to live this life, trying to experience the love. Doesn't it feels so good when you're around a group of people and their love comes back to you, and you're like,
That's like man.
But the system doesn't want that. They want us against each other, and they don't want us to like. That's why this whole thing of that we did, that you guys were at last time. That's what it's about. Like, let's just all fucking come together. Fuck all this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck all the bullshit. Yeah, fuck the system. Fuck all the
Capitalism at its finest, man.
Let's just fucking come
People
together,
against each other.
celebrate. Let's all be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Share this fucking love and fuck them.
exactly. Yeah.
That's what we felt when we went there, man. We were just like, no, I'm telling you, like, that you did an amazing job of creating like a nice environment for people, because I mean, we didn't know what to expect, obviously, when we got there. And I'm like, we're all like social people that enjoy meeting, and we're just like meeting other people. When we got there, it was just comfortable. It felt right. You know what I mean? Like, there's an aspect of seeking discomfort, getting outside your comfort zone. But then there's like this where it's just like that was the right feeling. So thank you for that, honestly, because it felt amazing to me.
The vibe.
Yeah, and then we got to meet you in person. We got to meet a bunch of other musicians, and it was just like, I mean, that's the love, you know what I mean? It's just like, because what else do we have? You know, we got love and we got trust.
That's the thing, right? And when you feel someone that's in that same wavelength. Yeah. Because, you know, feeling you guys out now is getting to talk to you and like getting your real, who you really are. Like, I can tell we're like in the same wavelength. Like, even mentally.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And that feels dope, you know, and it's just adds to whatever the network, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right about that. We shouldn't be fighting against each other. You know, that's what the system wants. Like, our country's so divided right now.
Yeah.
In times where we're supposed to come together. And, you know, I think our current situation is a symptom of an ill country. And that's not speaking against anyone in particular, but it's like if you want to live a fulfilled life, and you want to live a good life full of peace and love and no wars, you have to really step up and stand for the people around you, no matter what they look like, what they do. None of that shit matters.
Right. Because social media has highlighted the ego.
Yeah.
They want humans to live in the ego. Mm-hmm. And if you remove that ego, you recognize that we're all just the same.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah.
We are all going to end up at the same place at the end of life.
Right.
And I really dislike the fact that people, like, it's insane how we've gotten to this point where racism is still prominent.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Why is that what you're looking at? Like, yeah, it's insane.
Because we're all human, bro. Like, the thing is, we forgot that. We forgot that we're fucking human. We're not these imaginary lines that are drawn by fucking governments. They're imaginary. They don't exist. Nature does not have boundaries.
No. That's true, yeah. No, it's just like, I don't get it. I really don't. Because you grow up, you mature, right? That's what you should do. And maturity does not mean just, you know, like gaining responsibilities, I guess. It's not just that. It's so much more. It's just like, okay, humor is one thing. Like, jokes are fun. We all love jokes. But in the serious aspect of just being that way, I don't understand it. And it really makes me upset because you can go out any day. And it's assumptions and judgments. Those are the two words I would say that are the biggest thing. You don't know. And like, you can have a kid, your parents, you don't know everything about them. Mm-hmm. You don't. And that's the way I see it. It's just like, dude, I mean, making assumptions about someone in general and also off of their race, their culture is the worst way to go about life.
Yeah.
And it's not just that you're being like a bigot if you're doing that, but you're also just like, it doesn't make sense.
You're being close-minded.
Literally,
keep talking, I just got to push the button.
It's just like, I don't understand it. I really don't. That's what really gets to me sometimes.
Yo, all right, so we're back, and in that little time frame, we sort of figure out how to combat all the corporations and combat all this government takeover thing, and we kind of like have had a plan that we made. We sort of put it into this USB drive, and somehow the USB drive got corrupted, but
oh no.
So we're not going to be able to tell you guys how to execute that plan, but we have something better for y'all. They're going to do a nice little song for you guys.
Nice little song, yeah. Was that right now? Oh yeah, sweet.
Let me grab this guitar right
here. You want to scooch down a little bit?
Yeah.
So I got some space. I don't want to hit you in the head with this. But so, make sure it's so this is a song called Basada. This is actually the first song I actually wrote, like for real.
Nice.
And
coordinated with the singer of a band called Rain Garden. Her name's Miranda. That's my friend Vic's older sister. Amazing band. They got us in with freaking Shubas, basically.
Yeah.
They're really good. So directed the lyrics over to Amante.
Yeah.
And he nailed it. So very stripped down version of it, of course, but we'll do it. So
Okay.
from the top, yeah.
Four steps back into your arms. 2 days out, keep me from harm. I'm not losing any sleep without you next to me. 3 years gone, blink of an eye, no tears shed. This time I won't cry. I know this too shall pass, and I won't keep what I can't grasp. I have blissful memories, and I have fear inside of me, but I couldn't let it speak. You tore through me. I won't lose sleep. I won't lose sleep. I won't lose sleep. I won't lose sleep. 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 I was waiting for that.
That's appreciate it. Yeah. No,
Thank you.
Dope.
Yeah.
It's a chill song. We usually play it with on the electric, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. That was dope.
Thank you.
That's gonna be in the project though.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
will say it does sound infinitely cooler live. I will say,
Yeah,
because
for sure.
we did a show at my house actually, and it was on electric, so I was able to like add effects and stuff. I was able to make sure it was like, because the tuning for it has to be like a single thing cannot be off. So I have to make sure like everything's like right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what we did during it. I was just like I kept like tuning and stuff to make sure. No, you're all good. I had to make sure it was like solid. But I usually play a solo too. But that was just a chill version of MTV Unplugged right there.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
No, but that's dope.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, I wrote that song for a little backstory on it. I wrote that. That was the first song I really put together, obviously with all the other parts added. Wrote that after a very intense love story over the last few years, from when I was 16 up until pretty much 20, like where I am now, just a couple months ago. Besotted is the name of it. It means a intense longing for something.
Mhm.
So plus everything else, it sounds cooler. But yeah, so he picked up the vocals for it very well, and emotional song, but I really love performing it. And we made an emphasis to do it like in the middle, because we don't want to start off on a sad note and then
Right.
end off on a sad note. But No, it's fun to play. And then also a solo that I add on electric, just to mess around and stuff, add some the showmanship, you know what I mean? So that's fun though. Yeah. Good job. Yeah.
Sure, dope.
Appreciate it.
And
Yeah.
I like the ending.
Yeah.
You like the gong?
He does that. We were in practice one time, and he was like, "All right, what if I stare at the crowd the whole time, just holding the stick right next to the cymbal?" And he's like, "All right, wait, I'm gonna hit it. All right,
Or just pick someone in the crowd and just
Stare
the whole
Just
time.
one person.
Intensely.
I'll tell you no, but it's
just like.
But yeah, no, it's a fun song to play. I just gotta make sure everything's like perfect about it. But I'm glad we played it. It was fun.
Me too, yeah.
But that song was that song means a lot to me. They could tell too. That's and then I feel like all of our songs that at least like when I like start writing them, they come from some sort of love aspect, some sort of heartbreak kind of thing. Just like part of life kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And then I will say, there's actually a side note. He I'll portray certain emotions through guitar, right? And he's able to pick up on what it's about like instantly. And adding these lyrics, like I trust him entirely with the lyrics because he just like he's able to, when I convey something through guitar, he's able to put it into words, which I really can't do. I've tried before, but so yeah. Good song, yeah.
That's fucking dope. And it just shows, that you guys are putting stuff together.
Yeah.
It's so easy for us.
Yeah. As a collective, you guys are doing it together. So that's, which is, I've been doing it on my own. And it's different because, I don't have anyone to bounce stuff off. And I think it's better when you do have someone to bounce.
That was actually my problem.
Really?
I've been making music since I was a kid. I rapped and that blew up, and I had a fair share of good things that came out of it, but I felt like I needed something more than that. I needed a band or someone else to bounce ideas off of, and I'm a very reserved person, but music is collaboration.
And that's
right?
what we got.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
And I think that's what makes us so comfortable with each other, is that we're bouncing ideas off each other, but not just that, we're living life amongst each other too. Like we all go through things, right? And with our music, we aren't just talking about something external. We're all putting in our personal emotions and what we're reflecting on. And Basada is a good example of that, about love and the after effects of a breakup or
Right.
No,
And also having that trust, right? Because you're like, hey, here's my baby.
Yeah. No, literally though,
perfect.
it's true because it's like
please, take care of it. And you're like, all right, I got your baby. I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
it's a part of
Cradle
you.
it, and I'm gonna deliver it as best as I can.
That's what I mean. Because I had originally written lyrics for it, and then Miranda from Rain Garden, amazing band, like I said, she kept the theme of it, you know what I mean? But she added like kind of she would, because the lyrics I wrote, oh my gosh, they were out there. Right? It was intense, but I felt that it wasn't like, it didn't really fit it too much. I felt that it was a little too, I guess, intense per se for it. So those are the lyrics that she wrote. So all credit to her for the songwriting for that, because that was, or the lyric writing, absolutely amazing. But no, it's like, I think that song is like a really like grounding one.
It's very vulnerable.
Yeah, it is, because like, at least for me, I think for all of us, like the way to speak is through music. And James Hetfield from Metallica, frontman, rhythm guitarist, like he had always said that he was a really shy like kid, and the way for him to speak was through music, and that's all that he did. And then writing the lyrics. So I mean, Amante pulling that together and putting all those lyrics together for our songs in general is just really what, again, like a melting pot. Yeah. So bringing it all together, but and then his improvising on everything, just it all just comes together very well. So
improvising is like another form that we sort of sleep on. Most people sleep on it because it takes a lot to improvise. And to be in that flow state, when you're in that, when you're freestyling, you know about this. You sometimes hear the words coming before before you get to them. And I don't know how it is when you're playing the guitar, but it's probably the same thing. You're probably already in this weird flow state where you're in the future, but in the present at the same time. That's if there's no location, that's where you get into astrophysics and whatever. But if there's no location, there is such a thing of experiencing future events. If that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. No, I get that. I mean,
I think that's where we connect to. We're all guitarists.
It's all like a string kind of thing. I mean, like what goes through your head when you're like in practice and you're like kind of just because he'll often just like hear me play. We'll play like because we'll do like a random cover song to warm up, stuff like that to get in the mood. And what like goes through your head when you're like improvise? Like how do you do it exactly? Like
I don't
know
know.
if it's a loaded question.
It just kind of like comes to you like same thing with freestyling. It's like you think of the next thing that's gonna come, and you just like, okay, orange, rhyme with that. That orange is not a great word for
Storage.
Yeah, like just like if you have a word in your head and you're sticking with that, you just have to think of another word really quick, and if you can't, then you have to switch the word that you're gonna rhyme with, and so. I don't know. It's hard to compare with like bass improvising, but I don't know. It just kind of comes to you in the moment.
It's just a weird flow state, right?
It can't really even be described. But I'm telling you,
it's only a thing that humans could experience. I think
it is.
I don't think AI is gonna be able to freestyle.
No, they're not.
Not
But his improvement on it all is like the craziest thing because I mean, I can't. I don't know if it was like super difficult to switch like that for the band, like between drum and bass. You seemed like happy about it though.
I am.
That was like
because we got like such a better drummer. Because
oh my gosh,
it just makes like when I was drumming our first track, no one knows I was drumming on it, because we didn't find Dylan yet, and so I was just trying to do my best. Take on the song.
He did good, by the way. Let me emphasize. He still did a great job. He did.
But I tried to do my version of like what I wanted for that song, the drums on that song. And now that Villain came along and did the drums, he's doing the drums on it. It's gonna sound so much better.
It's like depth.
It's like insane how much better the song is.
It's on drums. Because what blows my mind is that we basically don't even have any music out. We have a demo track. As I feel like that's the best way to refer to it because it was it was like a scrap. Like it was the very beginning stages, and I mean like on that one song, the improvements we have made since then is unbelievable. Like I added some new chords to it, or like keeping the same notes, right? But adding some like more bars and stuff like that. And I mean, it's crazy the way that you can just work on things. Like, I mean, you might think like, oh, it feels satisfying because it's a good song. But I felt, in my opinion, when we had gotten it like produced or whatever and put out there, I was like, this can be so much better. And now it is. Like on all parts, like he's added a little bit of a different style to the vocals, like because we all have habits as musicians, you know what I mean? And to grow, sometimes you have to like cut those out a bit. And Amante's done an amazing freaking job with that, like growing into that. Same with all of us. So the way that things just keep flowing is unbelievable on songs that are already made.
Yeah, because songs are like organic. They grow, evolve. They have a life.
Yeah.
Of their own. Each song is something.
Yeah.
Depending on the artist too, because some artists like that's good, and they just leave it as it is. But sometimes performing too is a different thing. It's a different beast.
Yeah.
When you're recording and whatever, it's you're just trying to get it to that one position because that's it. You're not gonna be able to do nothing once.
Yeah.
But when you're performing, it's like a whole fucking different.
No, it really is because we have our shows lined. We have 2 gigs lined up, and we're like itching to play now. So we were just like, it was like a month and a half ago now. Damn, it has been a month and a half ago now. Yeah, I think it was June 5th. I like to throw parties in my house, bringing everybody together, hang out, love stuff like that. And I was like, let's play at this. Let's perform our 5-song set. And that was even before some of the major improvements we've made to them. And
packed out.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god,
full packed out show.
there was 50 people there at my house, so I was just like, I was kind of surprised because I'll throw like kickbacks with maybe 15 to 20 people, and then, I mean, everyone
It
like
was more than that, right?
I think it hit like 55 at its peak.
people
It was a
showing
lot.
up.
It felt like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause when people come in and they come out,
it's
and
so
like,
much more than it like
wasn't there somebody
sounds.
else? Oh well, whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, once everybody was standing there in my yard, and then we had this little like cement slab that we played on, where my dad parks his motorcycle, and I was just like, dude, like this is the perfect spot. I could just see it all. I was walking around with Ray, our advisor guy, and I'm like, dude, this is the perfect spot. And we played it. I'm telling you, because I've like played like I had my first gig that I had was last summer, and it was in the middle of a Rain Garden set in Beverly on the south side, and I was just a solo artist back then, and then once I found these guys and we're performing, it's an unreal feeling, and it cannot be described. You feel adrenaline, euphoria. You're there and you're playing. You're there and you're playing, and these people came there to see you, and it's unbelievable. Like I had never really felt that before. Amante has had his because you've had your band.
Yeah, I was in a band before.
He's more experienced,
yeah, we performed quite a few, and I had that experience of just performing live. And I think the first time you do it, you feel very anxious, and
we definitely did. Yeah,
claustrophobic a little bit.
Yeah,
it's just experience. This time, like over time, you get used to performing in front of people, and there's different ways you can handle that. Right? Maybe someone wears sunglasses, or they perform with darker lighting, or you just have to find your I think the most important thing is being uncomfortable, right? We're all hell bent on being comfortable, but with anything in life, if you want to achieve something, you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation.
I agree.
Yeah,
comfort is like even though comfort is a good word, it's still.
If you lie in that for too long, I mean,
comfort can kill you.
It can.
Yeah.
But
you're too comfortable with that Netflix calls you. I could watch this fucking show right now, or this fucking whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, being up there, I mean, even it was a DIY show, you know what I mean? We just made
the best ones right now.
Yeah. And I mean, I was doing it took me a minute to kind of get, we're using comfortable again, but it took me a minute to kind of get in kind of the groove of it, you know what I mean? It took me like after the first song, I was, you know what, like we wrote these songs together, we know it, all we have to do is just put it out there. And oh my gosh, like you saw, I was like bending over backwards and stuff and playing random solos. Like the adrenaline is a ridiculous thing, and it's like you look at these people and you're like, they're moving to the music, and you're just like, because like as musicians, right, you can think that your music sounds good, but you're kind of also going to be like, I don't really think it sounds that good, because there's always more improvements that can be made as musicians. The crowd is more so there for the vibes and the energy, which you want to make sure that you have good energy, and that's what we had. And I was just like, dude, like looking at all of us just like moving, and then like because our friend Steve-O, that's our videographer, and then at the end of one of these videos, man, I like hugged you. I was like I was like at the end shot, it's just me like running up to him and hugging him. But it was like real though, because I felt so good. I was like, dude, like we're here and we made this music and we put it together, and it's just people
celebrating us. Like we didn't expect that many people to come out.
We did at all. I thought maybe 15 people would show up, and even 15 is more than it sounds when they're all in a crowd. And then 50 people just like standing right there, and they're moving to your music, they're jumping around. And then we got this I'm gonna give a shout out to this one guy. So I have this friend named Luke Jones. We call him the legend Luke Jones. Best guy ever. So I met him at most of my friends are like 2 years older than me. So I'd go to this college, Western Illinois, and hang out. And our friend Luke, he's like the best vibe party guy ever. He was like Muscle Man from Regular Show. He's like standing in the crowd. He took his shirt off. He was like, woo, like that. No, but like it was just the vibes were all there, man. I mean, we like the people are beautiful, man. Like they really.
Yeah. What people don't know is that the performing part of all this shit is more for us.
Yeah.
It is for them, but it's more for us, because when you perform your shit that you've been working on,
Yeah.
and like you see people liking it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shit just it's like a weird drug that you like.
Oh, yeah.
You go home that day, you fucking conquer anything.
Yeah, literally. No,
It's like comparable to a sport. You play football, right? You
Like you
practice
did.
during
Yeah.
the week.
like he played football too, actually.
Yeah, you practice during the week, and then that Friday hits or that Saturday hits, and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm ready. That's how it is with us. Like playing our music, we practice and we practice and we practice, and that's self expression. But the real expression comes when we play a show
Yeah.
because we feel it, right? We're in that
Yeah.
spotlight. We're performing in front of other people. It can be scary, but we finally get to let loose, and
Yeah.
it's not so scary anymore.
Because is this the so in that realm that vibe that whatever we call it vibe, but there's like that exchange in that moment in time when someone's performing, that energy is going back, and then that person is expanding it, and then and then next thing you know, everyone's sharing that same energy, and everyone's moving to the same thing, and then everyone, you know, and it's fucking weird.
It's like that SpongeBob episode with the
Yeah.
That's true though. No, dude, it was like, how did you feel when we had that at my house? It was like,
Just off topic, I've been thinking about this, like spacing out the past 5 minutes. We're like describing this, like football commentators describe sports. We're like, so you let it all build up and then you let loose. And then I'm bending over backwards on stage. Like, arch your back, fool.
that's literally what happened.
Sorry.
No,
But
like-
no, I thought it was great. I thought the live show it feels phenomenal playing live.
Oh yeah.
And especially when people like it. The music and the energy's there. And the Foxtrots, shout out Foxtrots.
Oh
shout out to the
yeah, the
Foxtrots.
Foxtrots, dude.
They
They
played
pulled up
after.
after our set. I didn't mean to cut you off, but like we had been DMing them trying to get a show together with them, and they actually came to our party and they watched us play, and then they
shit.
performed right after us. So we had like a whole
shit.
we had like a whole real show going on.
That's
And people love it. They're like kind of like I don't want to like define
They're
their
like
genre.
indie.
Garage rock indie
Yeah.
kind of vibe, and
They're
it
really
was people really like. There's people dancing to them. I mean, they are the Foxtrots, Chicago. I mean,
Yeah, shout out to the Foxtrots.
yeah,
Shout
no,
out.
actually, yeah, no, they are really good, and they did a
Really
good job.
good group of people too. Very
Very
genuine.
nice, yeah. There was like this one guy there. We didn't have a keyboard, but they had a keyboardist with them. He was like talking to my dad for like an hour after the party and stuff. But no, what were you saying? You said just
That was it.
that was it. Oh,
Just
okay.
it felt great. And yeah, Foxtrots are very nice people and allies of Reprisal.
Yeah.
Definitely allies. Yeah,
Yeah.
good band though. Yeah.
Hey man, but I just gotta say, man, I'm so fucking glad we got to do this.
Yeah,
shit.
me too,
Yeah,
bro.
same.
Me too,
Like,
bro. That's
this
fire, man.
conversation for real, like it's been dope. It's refreshing to know that other artists feel the same way
Definitely.
and
Yeah.
have this shared ideas, you know, because I like it when other artists are open to other artists, or
100%.
you know, they're like, yeah, they're dope as fuck as much as we are, or whatever, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of being like, I don't know about them or some bullshit, you know. And
Yeah.
that's just fucking dope. Like I said, I'm so glad we got to, you know, have this conversation.
Yeah, us too,
because
bro.
It's dope.
I mean, other artists is all that we like have to build off of, you know what I mean? But even outside of that, it's all genuine because I mean, everyone's coming from like the same starting point, you know?
It's a community.
It's a community. We're all from the great city of Chicago, and we're building from from nothing, and we meet other.
The Windy City.
I mean,
And we all come together, and I mean, it's like the coalition, dude. It's the same thing. It's literally a community. I did not meet a single person there that was like any sort of negative vibe by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone there was so nice, so welcoming, and that's how all these musicians are and should be, and they should maintain that because we're here to, you know, it's not just a mutual respect, but it's beneficial for everyone, and it's also just like, why wouldn't you want to meet some other artists to hang out and stuff like that? So I mean, we met like super nice people, the Foxtrots, and then Rain Garden has always been like, even before Reprisal, just for me, yeah, being connected with them. But you were saying something?
Oh yeah, like outside of the music too. Like
Yeah.
we can. It doesn't matter if you're a musician, actor, athlete. We're all cool, right? We
Yeah.
all need to help each other out. Like just a community. like back home in DC, that's what we had, right? We had athletes hanging out with musicians. It doesn't matter like who you are or whether you're into, if you're a skater or if you're a painter, right? Connect with each other, right? Be friends, like get to know each other, get to learn what they're doing, and then
what else do we have outside of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
love and trust.
It's about what we talked about earlier, right? About how in the times that we're living in right now, we should all come together instead of being divided.
Right.
That's
instead of buying into it.
We the people, right? We make this country.
Right.
So we need to come together and cut the BS and really love each other and help one another and just love. That's the key word, love.
Yeah.
I
completely agree with that. I mean,
no matter what,
you know, that's exactly what I would like to see the whole world do.
Yeah.
100%.
We got to focus on money, and we think that money is real. Money is not real either. But we forgot that all we need is just fucking good food, good love, good people,
That's
and that's it. You don't need nothing else.
And that's
and
what
good music.
That's what I always thought about, dude. Like when that like switch like flipped in my head that I wanted to be a rock star, I was like, okay, there's, you know, maybe the money aspect. I wasn't thinking about that because like people had asked me and I was like, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just more so like, when the day comes, and it will, that we are in front of a crowd of thousands of people and I'm looking at them, I'm seeing people that are all coming together under the one thing. It's the love of music.
Yes.
And that's the biggest thing ever. And that's all that matters is just that love. And people do it, like you said, athletes, all stuff like that. Even in like the most like the World Cup was awesome. But like even throughout all of that, like it's a respect for what it is. And it's a love for what it is, because everybody has, I wouldn't say they all have the same goal per se, right? But it's the same idea, right? You're making music that's true to you, and you want to bring people together. And that's what we saw, and that's what we're going to continue to see. And that's what all these musicians throughout the big cities in America, all over the world, just bring people together. People love each other, and what's a better bonding experience than music? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then being present and being in the moment. That's like the best thing.
100%.
Yeah. Art is great and all, but like music is a tribal
definitely. Music is everything, man. Yeah.
Like whether it's playing a guitar around a campfire, like you know, beating bones against rocks to make sounds, like it's a tribal thing.
It just hits to the primal aspect of us or whatever.
It is, yeah. It all comes together in that. So Death Grips, there you go. Yeah. But bringing people together.
So you guys want to let them know where they can find you before we do the freestyle and all that?
August 31st, we are performing at Shuba's.
Headlining.
Yeah. It's our first real live show. Music is a tribal thing. If you want to be a part of our tribe, come to Shuba's.
That's a good way to put it. There we go.
Come to Shuba's, we dare you.
Yeah.
August. Shout out Sell the Rest in Hardcover for.
Oh yeah, the other two bands that are opening for us, Sell the Rest and Hardcover. We listen to some of the music, great bands as well. So like you said, August 31st, Shuba's. Come see the whole show. Yeah. Everybody, not just like see everyone. And then this is like, should I shout the store that same Friday?
Oh yeah, the store.
Yeah, and then also that same week actually. So on that Friday, we're also performing at the store on Halstead.
Nice.
The bill, like the set is still being built for that, but we're for sure playing there. So yeah, but August 31st, Shuba's, the store. 9:30, yeah. Come over, have a good time. Yeah, tickets are only like $6?
Yeah,
that's
something
it.
Like that.
Easy, yeah, reasonable. So yeah, come see us.
We promise it won't be a waste. You'll love it.
It will not be a waste. Yeah, no, it'll be fun. So come hang out to that, and then keep following us. I mean, we got a good group of people that put out stuff that people like to see. So I'll just shout out real quick. Steve-O, the videographer, amazing. He's a Usk MP4 on Instagram, amazing videographer, super talented. Rennie, my friend Ray, I've known for years, amazing advisor. He's put up postings for us, helped us out. Luke as well, and then Alex been helping with just amazing group of people. You know what I mean? So
shout out everyone. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Nice.
Good times. Yeah.
We're gonna cut this real quick to look for the beat. We'll be right back with the freestyle, y'all.
There we go.
All right, so we back. Oh, unfortunately, the battery's gonna die on me. So we're gonna do this a bit quick.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the freestyle to a random beat. All I ask you guys go first, and I'll just finish it.
Okay.
And here we go.
All right. Yeah. You wanna go first?
All right. Let's go. Rather late, the light is on another chase. Either way, went to the degree was dropping quick. Now I know. Ruthless when I stash it and the pigs kicking that dough. Didn't ask for it, but the forest fires talked about me when I'm I don't know.
Look, yeah, that's okay. Because, you know, I'll show you the way. Yeah, I'ma skate, I'ma do a figure eight. Turn around, now I'm in a taxi. I'm in the backseat. Yeah, we're going fast, G. Yeah, right down the freeway. Yeah. And you know this beat's slaying, yeah, it slays so bad. And you know it's not a fad, yeah, it really makes me mad. I don't even really know what I'm gonna say next. I'm the best, pass it to Monte, maybe.
Okay, let's go. Become your own hero, cause everyone's wanna brag about who they say when minute comes and goes. Rivers flows, then bro, ocean, fuck commotion. Used to pray for peace, but I got no answers. Mad again, corrupt the fucks up pandering. Trespassing the gateway, low tech never caught me on the late day mass hate. Fearing fuck, I only see straight. Motherfuckers took a break, I'm locked in the vault, no walls closed off with the white chalk past dark. 11 o'clock, and the bottoms are burnt, the rest is lost. It's a wish and goes first, intervals breathe in the wind of alert. Rather late, so I'm on another day. Become your own hero, I leave my shadow behind. Paid to sum up the time, Phoenix watching me rise. Fair with powers of God, rains are fixing the heat. Notice now obsolete, 7 days of the week. Spiral downward to speak. Mach 1 velocity, atrocity. 10 miles gone, the way forward. No one to take over till it's over. Vengeance is still pending, and this is my vengeance. You're fending, cross-ending, and I don't know what else to say. So this is all I'm gonna do on this Saturday.
Look,
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, pass the mic to me. You know I won't be far. Jack's playing tunes on his guitar. Yeah, we're on the podcast, P.O.T. You know me, yeah. We're going, we're flowing. I don't even know. Yeah, open up the door. Yeah, what a great podcast interview. And you know that I'm into you. Yeah, you know you are the best. I don't know what to say, but that's the rest.
And that's it.
Hey. Living this life is why I'm wise though. That's why I'm chilling with Reprisal. You know what we fucking doing today? You know what we fucking gonna free the slaves with the music, with the shit. You know, man, don't test me on with the shit. When I fucking wanna fucking provide something for your motherfucking mind. Yeah, let's connect through the fucking time thing. That is the time frame that I'm spitting on this motherfucking thing that is not written. It's just fucking coming out the motherfucking wisdom, coming out the fire from the motherfucking sun that's gonna expire. Anyway, fuck it, let me just go and pray for another better day. Chilling with my boys today. Hey, that's the P.O.T. pod. Thank y'all for being here. Thank God. Peace. Alright, thank you for being here.
All right.
Thank you so much. Any last words?
That's it, man. We really appreciate you having us on here, and we can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
For sure, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. Unfortunately, the cam is about to die on me, but please, y'all, spread love, and most of all, love each other, man. Peace.